And we're live. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the stream. My name is Andre, or DM3000, as my closest friends call me. And I'm with D&D Digest, and today we're going to be premiering the Sun Wu episode. That the name may sound derivative, and it is, but it's a journey unlike one that you've seen this character take before. So I humbly welcome you to this adventure. It's a one-on-one shot. It's functioning almost as a prologue to the campaign, so you can get to know the characters. We're playing one-on-one shot adventures with each of the individual characters, the main player characters here, and yeah, it's these are a bit shorter format, so they'll only run for about an hour, but I hope they give you a good glimpse into these characters, and I hope you enjoy the stories that we tell. So without further ado, this is the story of Sun Wu. The waterfall rages before you. As it drapes down the stone face of the jungle wall, everything around you seems to fall silent, as if your center, your only focus, is what lies behind the waterfall. As you focus towards this point, what do you feel inside?
Anticipation. I'm not scared. I'm sure. I'm sure of myself. I'm focused. In fact, I'm loosening up as I'm focusing. I'm getting ready. This is just another challenge I'm going to conquer.
You're pulled from this trance-like state by a voice. It comes from behind you as you stand at the cliff edge opposite the waterfall. And there's a single voice that comes from behind, and you recognize this as Chiang, who's been more of a peer to you as you have grown up alongside her and some of the other monkeys of the jungle. So, you gonna jump again?
Why do you think I'm here? I didn't just come to watch it.
You're gonna be in so much trouble.
Like that's ever stopped me before.
Yeah, I know. I'm just here to watch. If that's what you're gonna do, I'd be happy to watch you. I just know what's going to happen, but I'd like to see you try before I go off and tell the others that you're hurt again or that you've fallen again. So please be my guest. I'm just going to sit back here. I found a banana on our way, so I'm happy.
I'll kind of get into running position, or like a starting position.
Okay.
I'll smirk a bit, get into a running position. Not this time.
As you go into ready position, you feel anticipation in your chest, and it's when you're like focused on one thing in front of you, everything else seems to go blurry and it almost drifts back, and it looks like there's a gap that grows between you and where you want to jump to. It's a giant leap.
I'm gonna I'll crack like a wide grin, and then I'll let out my a loud yell. I'm not gonna yell right now, but like a hyping yourself up, kind of like before you're doing something big, like a war cry.
Yeah.
Ah! But more powerful. I can't do that right now.
You sound like a tiger. What are you trying? What are you?
Oh, I'm gonna take off as soon as I yell. So that's not even registering that.
Yeah. It falls on deaf ears. You're running as fast as you can, full sprint. As you hit the edge of the cliff, do you hesitate?
Not at all.
You go full leap.
Full
and
power.
I'm gonna ask you to roll acrobatics.
Of course. I'm gonna pretend I had my character sheet open the entire time. 10.
You jump, and as you do, the waterfall appears to taunt you, it appears to mock you, and it appears to pull back as you approach. And you don't know if it's magic, you don't know if it's taunting you, or if you just didn't make a big enough leap. You begin to fall towards the pool of water down below.
My confidence is going to quickly turn into panic as I look for anything around me that I can leap off of or use to redirect my momentum, or just grab even.
Okay. There are trees hanging on the sides. You can roll just dexterity to try and reach out.
Yeah. That's a 4.
As you try and reach out, your fingers fall just short of where you need to reach. There are a couple of vines that you were hoping to reach, and you're not able to do it. You fall and you impact with the pool of water down below. It's stagnant. Luckily for you, it is deep. You know this because you've fallen before. As you fall submerged into the pool at the base of the waterfall, what do you feel in your chest? You're conscious. You don't pass out. The impact was great, but you're not hurt. Not physically. What do you feel inside?
The biggest feeling is frustration. A smaller, lingering embarrassment as well, like a little sting of embarrassment. But mostly frustration. A little bit of longing as well. I mean, there is a reason I am jumping through that waterfall.
Okay.
It's a feeling.
You emerge through the surface of the pool of water, and as...
Sorry, quickly, just before I submerge, as I kind of lay there feeling that, I'm going to curl up and release another yell underneath the water, but it, as it comes
bubbles.
out, as just a gurgling bubbles. and then I'll just relax my body back into like a limp state as I float back up until I break the surface, and then I'll break the surface like that.
As you force out every ounce of oxygen from your lungs in frustration, you gurgle out bubbles, and then they flood out of your mouth and up to the surface. You meet with them as you emerge atop, breaking the stagnant pool. And as you do, off in the distance, you hear Chiang laughing. She's, I knew you wouldn't make it! You never do!
Didn't catch that first part.
She says, I knew you wouldn't make it! You never do!
I'll just stick my tongue out.
I won't tell on you!
Yeah, I guess I'll just start kind of like stretching my body out at that.
Okay.
Just kind of just start stretching.
Okay. It's a long climb up. And that smile on your face. No, so I'm not gonna have you climb.
For this.
No, I'm not gonna have you climb it. But as you reach the shores of the base of the waterfall here, something new catches your eye. You see a girl. She's gone, and she's running to pick up a small wick ball. Your eyes meet. You've never seen another hairless monkey before, or whatever you call these things. You can only assume that she's from the village of Zuiren, which you've been told not to go to. It's dangerous, they say. Stay away, they say.
I gotta hear those in my head as I like hold eye contact with this girl. I'm gonna kind of that frustration is just gonna kind of fade, not really fade, but kind of sink below. I got something else coming up now. Excitement. My eyes are gonna kind of brighten up, and my face is gonna go into like a, as I start running towards the girl.
Yeah. Okay. Can you give me a charisma roll? I want to see so you're excited, your eyes light up, you rush towards her. Let's see what your charisma is like here.
That's a 7.
That's a 7.
As I'm running to her, I'm like, I point to her and I'm like, you. It probably, as I look drenched and ecstatic, I'm not like controlling my face. I'm just,
yeah. It's a very imposing presence. You run towards her. She's young, maybe 6 or 7 years old. As you run towards her, she grabs the ball and she hugs it close to her chest, and she cries out, "Mommy!"
I didn't catch that.
Oh, she's just crying out for mommy.
Oh, okay.
Do you react to that, or do you just continue moving towards her?
No, I'm just gonna run up to her, and like when I get to her, I'm just gonna slap my hands on the side, like her shoulder, like her arms, like that. Do I even make it to her? Is something gonna happen? Yeah. So I'm just gonna grip her shoulders. You're from that village, right? I can shake her head. Yeah.
So she drops the ball in a panic. She's not hurt as far as you can tell, or maybe you don't care. You're just excited to see someone, and as you hold her in your grasp, she starts crying out of what you can only interpret as a fear, perhaps some sort of stranger danger thing going on here. But another figure emerges from behind, and a woman, much older, presumably her mother, says to you, "Put her down! Who are you?"
I'm like holding her up in the air, shaking her.
Let go of my daughter!
Well, I'll kind of like move her to the side, but I'll keep my hands on her. I'm still excited. You're from that village, right? The one
Yes.
down at the edge of the mountain?
Yes. Where are you from?
I'm from the mountains.
Mountains. Come here, May. She reaches her hand out for the girl, who you're still holding on to.
Well, I'll kind of like let her go. I'm like focused
Okay.
on the mom now. Like I'll just kind of like not like as a, give her to the, but kind of just like take my hands off of her as I switch my attention
To the mother.
Yeah. Hey, take me to the village. I want to go.
You're so young, she notices as her panic kind of settles down and she gets a better look at you. She says, where are your parents?
Parents?
Don't you have parents?
Everyone kind of just hangs around. Well, did I have any like monkeys that were
Raising you, kind of, yeah. You were raised by Xiu Ying. She's the most maternal figure to you. Will constantly tell you not to go to Zuiren, not to go to the village, stay away and don't cross the river. But she's also very caring to you, very, very maternal, and has been a guide for you in a lot of ways.
I don't know where Shu is. She usually disappears, doesn't really does her own thing. Same. I'll actually yawn when I say that. She tells me that the village is dangerous, but if I have a guide who'll show me around, then it won't be a problem, right? So you'll take me, right?
You poor thing. You've grown up in the mountains without your parents. Come, yes, please come with us. May hides behind her, and looks very wary, very like she's still a little bit afraid of you.
I notice that, but I'm not gonna act like I do.
Okay.
Just kind of seemingly ignore it, but I do notice that. I'll pick that up. As I'll walk like hands on my sides like that, like nonchalantly kind of swinging my feet really far in front of me, walking alongside carefree.
Yeah. Your reflection catches your gaze. Just to the corner of your eye, your reflection is in the pool. And as you look down towards it, what do you see?
I think briefly I'll see a monkey that I've never seen before. Just like a flash.
Yeah.
Like I'll see it as soon as it like catches my eyes. It'll flash, and I'll blink and it'll be gone. But I'll see a monkey in what looks like armor, holding. Well, I won't be able to make that out. But holding something.
Okay.
Then I'll blink, and then it'll just be me.
And what do you look like? What do you see when the vision passes, or whatever that was?
I look like. I'm not sure. I feel like I'll just look as I always do, in the same clothes that I usually sport.
Very nice. Sure. Okay. Great. You guys have a conversation here and there. She asks a lot about what your life has been like and how you've been able to last this long out in the wilderness, out in the jungle, and you walk for the better part of half an hour is there anything there that you want to respond to in a particular way?
I'll just kind of answer all her questions like nonchalantly, like, I assume she'll be like really like concerned,
Yes.
but I'll just be kind of answering like plainly, almost like kind of bored at some parts.
Yeah.
Like this is boring me. When she asks stuff like, "How have you survived this long?" stuff like that, I'll be like confused,
Okay.
kind of like a, what do you mean? And then to give like a well, I mean, like, I ate banana. Like, just give, like, a really, like, vague, simple answer. Like, I mean, I ate bananas.
Yeah.
I picked fruit. I ate fruit. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay. So as you guys get closer and closer to your destination, the village comes into view, and it hugs the coastline, and it's kind of built along the coast. You see small huts. It's pretty. In the setting sunlight, it looks nice. You see the shades of beige and tan on the roofs, and you see the people moving through the buildings, the structures, and it's there's a good distance between it and the actual jungle, the trees of the jungle. You're still quite a ways away, but she says, "This is our home. There's nothing to fear."
Kind of just be like shimmying up and down, like take me.
Okay. You approach the village, and as you do, you catch several glances. People have not seen you before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like eyes wide, like looking around, frantic, like taking in everything, like.
Yeah. As you move
so
in.
Weird.
Everything's so weird. You've never seen so many
weird.
hairless monkeys before. So many people that look like you.
They all look like me. Oh yeah, so I didn't. And then never mind. Let's go.
Okay. This is our house. Are you hungry? Would you like to eat something?
I can eat. What do you got?
Well, you mentioned you like fruits. Do you like mangoes?
I like all kinds of fruit. I love mangoes. I like bananas. What's a mango?
You say that to her?
Yeah. Kind of like, I like that red stuff on the ground. There's some green stuff I like. Some blue round things here and there. What are mangoes?
Mangoes. Oh, mangoes are my favorite, May says.
Are they yummy?
Oh, so yummy. Look. Mommy, can you grab the mangoes?
I want a mango.
They hand you a mango, and it's...
Take a bite out of it like an apple.
No, don't eat that. You have to peel it.
Kind of like, holding it out. Yeah. Don't know what to do with it. I'll just kind of like, after a bit of like, just like close my mouth and swallow it. Wasn't good. That was gross.
She says, well, look, we're not wealthy by any means, but my husband does take care of us. If you'd like to stay with us for some time until, you feel safe, you're welcome to stay here with me and May.
Actually, no, there's not even gonna be a pause from Wu. She'll just kind of like, she'll just kind of be like, oh, no, I should go back. She'll be upset. I gotta go back.
Who's she? Oh, Shu, you said.
Sorry, yeah, shoot.
Okay, perfect. She says, she looks concerned, like she looks sincerely concerned. She says,
Take another bite on the mango.
if you ever want something to eat, if you ever need a place to stay, if you ever feel like you're not safe out there, you can always come here and stay with us, okay?
I'll give her kind of like thumbs up. Okay, you guys are nice. I'll bring you guys some fruit too. I'll take another bite out of the mango and I'll face will scrunch up.
The May
Chew it,
is laughing.
swallow it.
May laughs at you as you eat the skin. I told you not to eat the skin, she says.
Swallow it. There.
A lot more time has passed than you thought. At this point, it is evening. The sun has set, and you know that it's they are going to be checking in to see if everyone's back.
Kind of take a look at the. I have to go back. Said that in the most Skyrim NPC.
She says,
I have to go back.
she says, she looks again, yeah, she just looks very concerned. She says, okay, just remember, you can always come here, okay?
I'll give her like a nod like that.
Okay.
As I'll kind of like run off. I'll like kind of turn around, do like the back step, like the two back step kind of thing, like hop, back step, hop, wave, and then like turn around and go back into like a full sprint.
Nice. As you sprint off, there's a figure that kind of you cross paths with. It's a man. He has a straw hat, and he watches you out of the corner of his eye as you pass him. His eyes are sharp, and there's this aura that you can't shake. He seems like he has a very dark aura to him.
So it's kind of so he's emanating this kind of like threatening aura from him, right?
Yeah. Would Sunwoo be intuitive and comment on that, or even like think to herself anything, or
I think right now Woo's just trying to get back to the mountains.
that's
before
what
she
I
gets
imagined.
really in trouble. But I don't think she would also completely ignore this.
Right.
I think if he's looking at her, it's inevitable that when she looks back as she notices this aura, she'll meet his eyes.
As their eyes meet, it's he squints for just a moment, then he turns back and he continues on back towards the village.
Woo, as Woo's like running past, like she'll kind of hold her gaze on him even after he looks away, up until the point where she's like, like passing him, and then she'll face towards the mountain again. It's the only when she'll break her gaze on him.
Okay. You eventually make it back to your home, and you see the others. It's taking you some quite a good amount of time to get back, and as you do, you see Chiang, who's mocking you earlier, sitting next to Shu Ying, and she looks like your guys' eyes meet, and she goes, like, she looks nervously like you caught her, like you caught her doing something.
Oh, like I caught. She's gonna look at me nervous, like, wait, like I caught her doing something, or is she like trying to like? Was she doing anything? She's just sitting beside her, right?
She's talking to Shu Ying though, and maybe you're running fast and you're trying to get back as quick as you can. It didn't come to mind, but she told you that she wouldn't tell on you. Whether or not we don't know whether or not she saw you, or you don't know whether or not she saw you walk off with May and her mother.
Well, I guess I'll slow down, but I won't really like. I guess I'll kind of just like walk closer so I can hear what they're talking about, right? But
You
I think at
approach.
this point, short memory span would have completely forgotten that she said she wouldn't tell or would tell or something. Probably
Okay.
not even in my waterfall's not even in my mind right now. So
Okay. So as you approach, Shiying kind of shifts her weight towards you. Look of on her face is she's very displeased. She looks
I,
disappointed. You
as
know that
soon as
look.
I see that, I'm just gonna try to kind of crouch over and kind of slink away to the side.
As you try to move to the side, she goes, "Don't go anywhere. Where have you been?"
Looking for fruit.
Looking for fruit. Chi Yang said you tried to leap again.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. She's probably lying again.
She looks back.
I'm
She,
like totally like obviously like lying. I'm
yeah,
not even
yeah.
making eye contact with her. Just
She approaches you. She puts her arms at your side. It doesn't feel threatening in any way. And as she does, you like she with the back of her hand, she lifts her chin up a bit. She's like checking you. She says, and then she hugs you, and she says, "I'm glad you're okay. You know why I ask you not to do that."
I'm fine, Shu. I'm always fine.
That's how things go until they don't go that way. I want you to be safe. Come with me. She leads you off back into the trees, and you guys eventually meet an edge of the side of the mountain, and you can see the moon reflecting off of the ocean. It feels like very serene and calm, and she says, "Look at this mountain of flowers and fruit, and look at the abundance of life that we have. Are you not happy?"
Kind of tilt my head, just like, of course I'm happy.
Well, what do you have to gain with that waterfall?
Kind of, um, I don't know, but I'm gonna pause after I like kind of mumble. I don't know. Pause for a moment, but there's something every time I walk past it. I get this feeling, and every time I remember the last attempt, the last failure. I I want to beat it more than anything. But there's another part of me that's drawing me towards it. That's why I'm gonna beat it.
As you look back up, you see her face, and she's looking off towards the moon. The light of the moon shines on her face, and you see a tear streaming down the side of her cheek. And she says, "I've always thought of you as my own. I've always loved you as my own. But you want for things that I can't give you. what lies beyond the waterfall, I don't know that you should want for. But I understand. There's something that calls you there. Maybe there are things that I don't understand. And maybe it's selfish of me to want to keep you forever. She ruffles your hair.
After she like ruffles, she'll like put her hand back to her like her side, right? Um, I'll kind of look down at the ground for a moment, or I'll kind of like reach out and like grab one of her fingers and just hold it. Just kind of like lean into her and just stay like that for a bit.
It's a moment that's not too dissimilar from moments you've had with her before. You have a close bond with Shu Ying, and she often will take you here and have conversations about life and about just small things even. The group looks to her for leadership. She's much wiser than the rest, and you've learned a lot from her. That night, you eventually go to retreat. That night, when you go to sleep, you remember waking up. Waking up from darkness to light within that cave. There must have been feelings of confusion. There must have been questions in your mind. What did you feel, or what did you think? What were those questions, or what are some of the questions that went through your mind?
I'm sorry, from like waking up in the cave.
When you woke, for the oldest memory that you can recall, when you woke up in the cave.
Oh,
There's a singular item that catches your eye in the cave. It's not far from where you awoke. A staff made of stone, and it looks, or at least it appears to be in it, and it looks like it's dug in to the stone of the cave as well, into the stone floor of the cave. What are some questions that went through your mind? What did you feel?
I think, I don't know, when I first wake up, I think I'll feel like a lot of things, like
Yep.
like fear, confusion, panic. It'll all kind of meld together and then slowly fade as I get a grasp of my surroundings, um, until it's pretty much only confusion. But when I look upon the staff, um, I'll feel like a brief kind of connection, just like a feeling in my head, like in my forehead, just a brief tightening before it fades.
Okay. And you move around in your sleep as these feelings of confusion and frustration and feeling lost cross your mind. They're interrupted suddenly by screams. Screams of the monkeys of your home and other voices that are not familiar to you. You wake up in a panic. Everyone is moving around, and you see there are creatures, perhaps people. It's hard to tell. They move in the shadows, but they're taking some of your family, some of your friends. What do you do?
I lock onto like. Well, when I realize that they're taking people, I'll like lock onto the first one as soon as I realize that, and I'll like breathing like frantically. I'll start like running towards him.
There's one moving directly for you. He has his blade shines in the moonlight.
I guess as I notice that guy, I'll kind of you know do the thing where you're trying to stop yourself and move in a different direction as I try to dodge his blade, which I assume is coming towards me.
No, it's he has it in hand, but he's moving towards you, and he's grabbing you with his other hand. What do you do?
Just try to get. He's already grasped me at this point.
No, he's reaching for you.
And I'm just same thing with the blade, but with his hand. I'm just trying to dodge his grasp and dodge him. I want to get around him.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
It's 5.
You try to react as you see him moving in to grasp towards you. He's trying to grab at you, and Xu Ying comes in and pushes him to the side. He falls to the ground. He draws his blade towards her, and she looks towards you. She says, "Run! Run, Sunwoo!"
I'll run. I'm in a panic. I'm still panicking right now.
Yeah.
I'll run.
You run.
I'll turn and I'll run the other way.
Okay. You run the other direction. You disappear into the trees. You hear the screaming off in the distance behind you. And as you run deeper and deeper into the jungle, you eventually meet a cliff edge. You see a couple of torches from behind you as you look back. At the edge of as you look down into the cliff edge, you see a river running. Do you turn and face them, or do you... Or, I don't know, what do you do?
Do I have to take a running jump to get to the river? How far does it look like from the cliff edge?
It's about 30 feet down.
30 feet down, but how far is it like from the like?
Oh no,
would I need to get a running jump to?
No.
Okay, so I would. Okay. I guess as soon as when I see the torches, I'll kind of start shimmying down the cliffside. Okay. Is it like a kind of like a drop off, or is it like a steep?
It's steep, yeah. But you can climb it. You can certainly climb down it. You can try.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to try to kind of climb down it.
Okay, roll just acrobatics.
Yeah. Above 10.
Not the best rolls this session. Okay, 11. You climb down. You try to descend the rock face. Some rocks slip. Some loose rocks slip beneath your feet as you try to descend the edge of the cliff. The torches.
I'm definitely still panicking here. Like
Okay.
still, like my breathing in and out through my mouth.
Roll a dexterity
Really
saving
fast.
throw.
Like 6. Jeez.
Whoa. You try to grab as some rock comes loose from under you. You lose your grip and you begin falling. And as you do, you try to reach for something, but in the darkness, it's hard to see anything. You fall crashing into the river, and the river runs fast. Just roll. But you do see as it rages, and you move down the river away from your home. You see up at the top of the edge, the cliff edge. You see the two figures, torches in hand. One of them with a straw hat. That detail stands out to you.
Yeah, I think my breathing will kind of like sharply, so as I hold it like there, as I stare at him. Can I guess I can't tell. It's pretty high up. Can I see that, like, the direction they're facing? Is he like facing me? Can I tell that?
The torches kind of move like that.
Okay.
So you see that much.
I guess I'm completely out of the river now. I guess at this point I like washed up onto. I pulled myself out.
Okay. Yes.
Or
sure. You can.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe I would just like managed to catch a rock or something, and I was still in the river.
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So I guess if I'm still like going down, I'll try to like grab a rock or something, or like anything that's like jutting out of the water. Try to grab onto the shore as I'm being whipped around.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for it. It's not that bad. And there's plenty to eventually grab onto. You eventually grab on to part of a root that's sticking out from a tree nearby the river. You're able to pull yourself up and onto the land. But you've gone quite a distance from your home. Where do you go?
Well, first can I still see like the cliff from here?
No.
From where I am? Nope.
No.
I'm gonna like take in a quick look at my surroundings. No torches and anything? No, just like, okay. I'm on like my knees, and I'm just like, I'm clutching kind of like my chest, like right, just like clutching like my clothes like that.
Mm-hmm.
As I just sit there and I like trying to calm my breathing, but I can't really do it. I still, the mic didn't pick that up, but yeah, just breathing in and out, like honestly getting like more panicked. I'll like kind of like grab the side of my head. I can still hear screaming echoing in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The yelling. I'm like trying my hardest not to like yell out, like just in like with all like my emotions.
You're cold and wet from the river.
I'll drop my hands to my side as this is starting to set in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll my breathing's slowing down now finally, but I probably maybe spent like 5 minutes at most. I wouldn't be able to tell, but like for reference, I spent a moment here doing this.
Yeah.
Before my breathing calms down, and I'll take another look into my surroundings. What's around me right now?
Trees, parts of the forest that you've never seen before. Don't cross the river, they always used to say. You just did that.
So would there be anything eye-catching? Like, if I'm to pick a direction that I want to move in, is there anything that would stand out as I'm taking my surroundings in?
No. It's the trees are the same kind of trees that you have near your home, that you've seen all around the mountain. There are the foliage is the same. You see similar flowers and everything. Nothing looks different. The grass looks the same. It felt the same against your hands as you felt it while you were knelt to the ground. Nothing appears different.
I'm guessing then the only, like, because I don't know where I am, so I'm guessing the only way I would know what direction home is on the other side of the river, and even then I'm lost.
Yeah, so it's not. You have enough bearing to know which way home would be, and you have enough bearing to know that you're closer to the village at this point. But either
I
way is, yeah. It's where do you want to go? Is the question.
I want to so badly go back to the village, or not the village, the to go back home. It hurts, but even as I like stand up and like take a little staggering step forward, I hear Shu's word, or Shu's telling me to run in my head again.
Hmm.
I see the straw hat again, and I feel the aura. Um, and then I remember what May's mother said to me about if you ever need help, right, come to the village.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I'll kind of, if I know that I'm closer to the village, I'll kind of make my best guess on which way the village is. I'll try to head towards the village.
You head to the village. Roll for survival. Just to kind of.
Yeah!
Wow. 22.
Let's go.
Very
Picking
nice.
up.
You move purposefully through the forest or through the jungle, and you eventually make it to the outer skirts of the outskirts of the village. The village itself is silent. People are asleep still. It's very late into the night.
Okay, that's good. I still remember where May's house is. Yep. So I'll kind of like look around, like frantically looking around for it. I like running towards it, like because I'm basing this off of mental image. Yep. So yeah, I'll find it like that. I'll know it when I find it. So I'll just be running through the village looking for it, like.
Okay. You make it to the as you run through the village, a bit of pace at your feet, and you make it outside their door. What do you do? Like, do you knock? Do you walk in? Do you?
I didn't even get the mother's name. Can I even walk? Can I even just walk in?
You can certainly try. You're standing in front of her door.
I feel like I wouldn't even know like what knocking is as a thing. So I feel like I just like try the door. I feel like I just kind of stand in front of it dumbfounded for a minute, and then kind of just put my hands on the door and push it. I guess trying to imitate. I guess I saw them open it before.
True.
So I guess I would try to like kind of push my hands on it carefully to like imitate what May's mother was doing. I guess before my own judgment would be that only certain people could open or something. I don't know. I guess that would be like a fear why I'm being careful. Just like see if testing the waters. I'll try to push it open with both my hands.
You push it open. The door is silent for the most part. It's ever so slightly creaks. You move in. The home itself is quiet. Do you call out, or do you just... What do you do?
I don't know. I feel like I'm now like I'm still full panic, I'm like scared as well now. I think I'll just like, not like whisper, but I'll just like kind of slowly, I need help.
Your words don't fall flat. You see the May's mother come out from another doorway. She's kind of wrapped in a shawl. As she sees you, she says, "Sunwoo, you're back. Are you okay? What's wrong?" She moves towards you.
I'm just gonna like let it out now.
Yeah.
Man, just the waterworks, the tears. I need help.
Okay, come here.
They're taking them.
Come here, child. Just sit down. Who's taking who?
The man, he had the evil man. He had a straw hat.
Okay. Who is he
They
taking?
were they had fire. My friends, they were everybody. They were taking everybody. Shoo. Just like looking like panically, kind of like eyes darting around the room, like
Yeah.
fidgeting.
She says, I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know what you speak of. Just, you're safe here. It's going to be okay. Will you, come here? She grabs a blanket, she wraps it around you, and, she, uh, she offers you a bowl of fruit, and she says, come sit by the table. I'm just gonna go check with the village guard.
Yeah, I won't. I will. Did you hand me the bowl, or is it just like beside me?
No, she just kind of put it on the table. She wasn't being
Um,
forceful about it at all.
I think. I think as she like puts it down, I'll like turn my head and look at it, but I'll just like keep my gaze on the fruit. I won't say anything.
Okay.
I won't take a fruit either. I'll just like look at it.
Right. She comes back just a few minutes later, and she
Still
says,
looking at the fruit.
okay. She says, I, you're safe here. I want you to rest for the night. I've told the guards that there was an attack of some sort. They'll send somebody out first thing in the morning, but for now, all they can do is stay alert to make sure that our village stays safe. Here, she offers you her bed.
I guess I'll just yeah, I guess I'll just honor the offer. I mean, I'll just like kind of slowly walk up like with her, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Just I'm taking a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't have much to say really in this situation. I'm mostly just kind of being led around um and like looking at things, slowly like switching focuses over when people are talking to thing about or like yeah. So
Okay.
I guess when she makes the offer, I will just like walk towards her and then walk with her.
Right. Okay. So you're almost in like a catatonic state. You've gone through a very traumatic experience, and there you don't know what's happened to Shu Ying and the others. Um, so you take her offer, and the fatigue of uh, of the day and of your ordeal in the river take its toll, and you drift off into a deep slumber. When you wake up, it's because the light of the sun is shining through the window onto your face. You feel its
Like
warmth.
I'll slowly kind of just shift upwards, take in surrounding.
There's a lot of commotion outside.
Oh, I'm just imagining it like I don't take it in at first, but then as I
Yeah.
like get up, it kind of slowly fades in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. What's this? There's nobody else around me right now? Just
Uh, no, not right now. No, you're alone in the room.
I think I get out of the bed and I take a peek outside.
Okay. You move to the noise is coming from the front of the house. Her bed room is towards the back, so you move out of the room, and as you do, you see a bunch of people moving outside, and you see them there's just a lot of people and a lot of movement outside. What do you do? Nobody is in the house.
I'll go outside. I'll kind of like, slowly pull the door open and kind of just slowly inch outside, just like looking around at everything.
Okay. As you inch out of the doorway of May and her mother's home, you see a large crowd gathering around the central part of the village. You can't see what they're crowding around, only that they are crowded around this central area.
I want to see it. I want to move in. I'm gonna move through the crowd.
As you move through the crowd, it's difficult. They're all kind of like, you notice that the people they're holding up goods and paper and like different tokens and things. They're all yelling out towards the center, and as you kind of squeeze through the crowd, you emerge in the center, and you see Chi-Yang looking at you. But his eyes are lifeless. Her eyes are lifeless.
What else is there?
They're selling the corpses of your friends and family. You see a man in a straw hat standing behind people collecting payments.
Do I see Shu?
You do not.
As I scan the corpses.
Not immediately.
My gaze is gonna direct towards the man with the straw hat. Does he even acknowledge me? Even see me?
As your gaze shifts towards him, you see, it's almost in slow motion. You see he's talking to two of the others in front of him. He looks towards you and he smiles. No panic, no abrupt movement. He slowly turns around and he starts walking through the crowd.
I see red. I run like just in a straight line towards him.
Okay. You run in a straight line towards him. Two of the two men that he was speaking with look towards you and they try to hold you. You can roll dexterity, you can roll athletics.
I want, with all my power, to just... Are they on either side of me, or are they just...
There are two of them, yeah.
Just with all my strength, I want to push through them as I'm moving forward. Is that athletics, or...
Yeah.
16.
You push and you push with all your might. You're burning with a rage that you've never felt before. As you force your way past them, you see him disappear into the crowd. You follow, correct?
Yeah.
You follow him. You see him moving He's put a good amount of distance between you, but he's not running. He's walking, and he walks off towards the pier.
All I'm focused on is I see him and I see red around him. I'm going for him.
You jolt as quickly as you can. You move with every ounce of energy that you have in you. With desperation, you move towards him. And as you do, it's you push past people, and it's a crowded village, and everybody's trying to move in towards the center of town. As you force your way past the groups of people, you see him on a sizable ship as it parts away from the pier. What do you do?
Is it a sizable ship? How far away is it? Is it already pretty far, or is it within jumping range?
It's right now within jumping range, but it's putting some distance between you.
I'm running.
You run. And you want to try to jump onto it. It's just going to be an acrobatics roll.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
15. You're able to jump onto the side of it. He takes something from his side, and you see a small wooden device or something he holds in his hand. He points it towards you. What's your reaction as he points it towards you?
I'm gonna yell out and try to get closer to him.
Okay.
I don't know what this is.
Acrobatics.
I don't know what he's holding, right. So I'm just 15 again. Wow.
You climb, and you're right in front of him, and as you get close, you feel a stinging, panging pain in your shoulder. There's a loud booming noise, and you fall off the edge of the ship, and you fall into the ocean. Your shoulder hurts. You're not dead. You see the light. Yeah.
Can I move? Sorry, no, keep going.
You see the light of the morning sun above you, but it gets darker as you sink deeper.
Can I move my left arm still, or I just assumed. Can I move my arm of the shoulder that I got shot?
You can move, yes.
I can move that arm.
Yes.
Okay.
It hurts, but yes.
Yeah, I think obviously it's gonna slow my movement, but I'm gonna scream out under the water again, and then kind of start clawing my way back to the surface of the water.
As you hit the surface of the water, you see the ship disappearing off in the distance. You see the man standing, and it's quite a distance. He removes his straw hat. You see jet black hair, long. You don't know exactly how long, but what does stand out to you, the singular detail that stands out to you, is as he looks towards you, his eyes have a ring of red around the outer part. And the only thing you can think of is as you peer towards his eyes with the ring of red, you feel that the closest comparison would be fire. It's almost as if there's a ring of fire around the outer parts of his eyes.
Is it both eyes, or just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just scream out, still at the ship, not just looking at the ship. It's more like pain and frustration now. Just a loud gut-wrenching scream, just raw.
Yeah.
I really can't scream right now anymore, so
No, it's fine. A voice comes into your mind. for whatever reason, something pulled you towards the cave from where you came. Everything else kind of gets obscured. It's as if that's the only place you can think to go, and as you do, you move towards the staff that appeared to taunt you. And the voice in your mind is unfamiliar. It's strange. It's a voice you've never heard before, but it's a voice that's familiar. And it says, "You have a purpose now. And there's something bigger than you can understand, than you can comprehend. My animosity for you is not outweighed by this greater purpose."
As I'm running, I'm assuming I'm still running. I'm running towards the staff now. I've gotten out of the water onto the pier.
Yeah.
I start running. Sorry, as I'm hearing this, but before, like, I'm not gonna run directly there, but I mean, as everything is fading away around me, though, as I pass by the cart again, I see the crowd, right, still yelling, still trying to buy trade goods and stuff.
Yep.
That's gonna burn into my mind as I clench my fists, right, and I'm gritting my teeth under my like closed mouth, just burning that into my mind. Do I see like May's mother, or like within the crowd or anything, or
You do not.
And yeah, after I burn that in my mind, and then I'll get another like flash of the staff again in my head, and I'll continue running towards it.
You climb the mountain, and as you move towards the cave, the staff, no words, but it seems to call to you. You move slowly towards it. What does this look like?
Kind of like as I move closer into the cave, the light will kind of disappear off my face as it kind of gets covered by shadow. My breathing isn't erratic anymore, but heavy still. Like it's holding back anger. It's filled with anger, rage. I'm just taking one step forward towards the staff, not taking my eyes off of it. When I'm in front of it, I reach out and I grab it. I take my other hand and I grab it as well.
The rock at the base of the staff, connected to the stone floor of the cave, cracks. And it's almost with a divine energy that it splits and cracks into 1,000, almost as if lightning had cracked through it.
I'm pulling it out, slowly increasing my strength as I'm pulling it out of the ground. I assume it's slowly coming out, right?
Yes.
And yeah, so I feel like it's about to come out. I give one last burst of strength as I cry out, just an exertion of strength as I pull it kind of over my head, just like
that.
Yeah. It feels like an extension of you. It feels like a part of your soul as you free it from its captivity with your newfound purpose. You stand there in the darkness of the cave, and the light of the day sinks behind the horizon, and in its place is a moon of darkness, and there's a singular ring of red light. What is your name?
I am Sun Wu.
What is your purpose?
I will find Straw Hat Man.
Very good. Very good. Whew. That was something, wasn't it? Shout out to Brian for bringing the RP and committing to the character. That was an intense one. But we have another one coming at you next week. Next Thursday, we'll be launching the third one-on-one shot, and that's the final one-on-one shot that'll be leading up to the premiere of the actual campaign, to session 1 of Pamana Ring of Fire. So if you want to check that out, please do subscribe, or if you're on Twitch, please give us a follow so you can get the notification for that. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Again, my name is Andre, and we'll see you guys next time.